Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Elsie.
And Elsie, today in our picture dictionary unit, we are going to be doing something that most people do not do. We are going to be sending letters and packages.
Oh, sending letters and packages. So you mean some of the people don't know how to do that?
Well, I think a lot of people these days send emails.
Yeah.
Or if you send a package, that's like a box. You know, back in the old days, you would send a package for Christmas or for a birthday. But I think a lot of people now, they order online.
Yeah.
And then the online shopping company like Amazon, they send the package. So I think it's not so common for people to go to the post office with a package, put a label and an address and some stamps on it, and put it in the mail. Because we have the internet to do our email, that's the letters, and we also have online shopping to do packages. When was the last time you sent a real letter or a real package by yourself through the mail?
Actually, it was last week.
Oh, man. There you go.
So
some
are you
people
saying I'm
still
an
do
old
it.
person?
No, I think it's great. I've been sending postcards to my grandmother recently, and she loves them.
Nice.
I'm not sure she can actually read them because she's quite old,
but
she loves getting them. So it's nice getting letters and packages. So let's talk about sending letters and packages in our picture dictionary unit.
All right.
Sending letters and packages.
Welcome to Picture Dictionary.
Today, we're going to talk about some words you can see when you send letters and packages.
That sounds really interesting.
It sure does. Don't you just love learning English words?
Right now, please pay attention and read the words and sentences as loudly as you can. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Let's get started and have fun. Envelope, stamp, express mail, prompt delivery mail, regular mail, package, scale, mail carrier, mailbox.
Is this your first time sending a letter?
Yes. I'm sending this letter and some old photos to my cousin in Tainan.
It's easy. Is the paper in an envelope? Did you seal the envelope?
Yes. It's in there and I sealed it. Can this letter get there by the end of tomorrow?
Sure. If you want that, put it into the red mailbox. You'll need to put more stamps on it, though. It's more expensive.
Okay. I'll buy more at the convenience store.
The green mailbox is for regular mail, but the red mailbox is for prompt delivery mail.
Word power!
Send. Send. Send, sent, sent. My sister lives in the U.S., and she sometimes sends us postcards. My sister lives in the U.S., and she sometimes sends us postcards. Cousin, cousin. I love visiting my uncle's house. That way, I can play with my cousins. I love visiting my uncle's house. That way, I can play with my cousins. Expensive, expensive. This dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it. This dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it. Convenience store, convenience store. Our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven. Our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven.
So, Mike, what comes to your mind when you see a post office or hear the word post office?
Well, as we mentioned in the introduction, sending packages and letters. I know in Taiwan, people also use the post office as a bank.
Yes.
So that's something that comes to my mind now.
Oh,
but generally,
I see.
yes, sending things through the mail.
So today we'll be looking at a conversation between two people, right? One is Olivia and the other is Nathan.
All right, so Nathan and Olivia, I imagine someone will be sending a letter or a package. Let's check out the article and see how it begins. Olivia is the first character to speak, and she asks a question. She asks, is this your first time sending a letter? Good question. All right, so here we have one of our word power words, send, S-E-N-D, send. Send is a verb. To send something is basically to make it go away from you through some kind of process. Generally, we talk about sending letters and packages. We can also send things by email, right? You can send a message to someone using your phone, using email on your computer, or something like that. You are not taking it, you are sending it, all right? So someone might come and take it from you. You might take it somewhere like a post office where they take it from you, or the computer might do the work by sending it, through the internet or something like that. But the point is, it's going away from you, and it's not you doing the moving, doing the traveling. Send is one of those irregular verbs. The past tense will be sent and sent. So send, sent, sent. For example, we could say my sister lives in the U.S. and she sometimes sends us postcards. My sister lives in the U.S. and she sometimes sends us postcards.
好啦，我们今天看到的是 Olivia 跟 Nathan 之间的对话。那 Olivia 一开始就问了，这是你第一次寄信吗？我们看到今天第一个单字 S-E-N-D, send， 这个动词呢是寄送的意思。那它的三态要特别注意哦，是 send, sent。那我们的例句说到啊，我妹妹住在美国，她偶尔呢会寄明信片给我们。我们可以说 to send something to somebody， 或者是 to send somebody something. For example, I'm going to send a gift to my friend. 我要来寄一个礼物给我的朋友。我也可以怎么说呢？我也可以说 I'm going to send my friend a gift.So, is this Nathan's first time sending a letter?
That was Olivia's question in the first line of our dialogue. Let's check out Nathan's answer. He says next in the dialogue, yes. So it is, yes. I'm sending this letter and some old photos to my cousin in Tainan. He's a newbie. He's a rookie. He's never done this before. It's his first time in the post office. Do you think he's frightened?
I think he
Nervous?
is very frightened.
Terrified? No, probably not. But he might be a bit confused if he's never done it before. He doesn't know how to do this. But it's very nice of him to send a letter and some pictures or old photos to his cousin down in Tainan. All right, cousin is another word power word. It's spelled C-O-U-S-I-N. C-O-U-S-I-N. Cousin. Basically, your cousin is the child of your aunt or your uncle. Yes, that's right. If your mom or dad have a brother or sister, those would be your aunts or uncles. If those people, those aunts or uncles, have kids, then their relationship to you would be cousin. All right. Now notice in English, we only have one type of cousin. If it's a boy cousin or a girl cousin, it's the same word. And we also have a very complicated system of, well, if it's your grandfather's brother, then it would be your second cousin once. Anyway, it gets a little bit confusing. So it's quite easy in English just to say, hey, you're my cousin, even if you don't know if that person is part of your family. There you go. For example, I love visiting my uncle's house. That way I can play with my cousins. I love visiting my uncle's house. That way I can play with my cousins. And of course, if the sentence was I love visiting my aunt's house, we would also say I can play with my cousins because we use the same term, whether it's male or female, aunt or uncle.
在英文里面呢 cousin 这个字啊可以代表堂兄弟表姐妹，任何一个都叫做 cousin， 不像是我们中文那么的复杂。那我们的例句说啊，我喜欢去我叔叔家拜访，这样一来呢，我就能和堂哥堂姐们一起玩耍啦。那回到对话里头呢 Nathan 真的是第一次寄信，他说 对啊，我要寄这封信和一些旧照片给我在台南的堂妹。Nathan sounds like he doesn't know how to send stuff.
Well, yes, if it's his first time at the post office, I think that would be a very safe bet or safe guess. Olivia, though, tells him, don't worry, Nathan. He's starting to panic a little. No, maybe not. He's just a bit confused. But Olivia says it's easy. And then she asks him a couple of important questions. Is the paper in an envelope? So the letter that he's sending and maybe the photographs, are they in an envelope? Because that's what you need to put them in.To send them safely. And then, did you seal the envelope? All right, to seal basically is to close. And any of you who've ever used an envelope or envelope, as some people also say, you know that you lick it. There's some glue that's already on there. You can lick it. You can put your own glue. Some people might tape them closed. But you have to close it because, of course, when it's going in the mail, you don't want everything to fall out.
接下来啊 Olivia 就说啦，这很简单，信纸在信封里面了吗？ And after you make sure there is the paper, you need to seal the envelope. 所以 Olivia 接下来问，你有密封好信封了吗？ Did you seal the envelope? 我们现在呢，先到 Magic Box 听讲师讲解过去简单式的用法。
Magic Box 找亮点。
大家好，众神之神阿斯加教就是我，雷神索尔。大家都看过了吗？我们复仇者最新的电影。Did you see the latest Avengers movies in May? Did you see the latest Avengers movie in May?没有看过没有关系哦，跟你说那个啊，美国队长不能爆雷，好，不说就不说，奇怪。是说你去看过了没有？这个问句呢，就是在问你呢有没有做过这件事情，自然呢就是发生在过去的事情咯。在过去的话呢，我们呢记得动词时态呢就可以使用的是过去简单式。过去简单式呢，在英文里面呢，就像我的雷神之锤一样，非常重要，不可或缺哦。它呢，就是用来表示呢过去所发生的动作，而且呢，这个动作呢，在过去某一时间点已经结束咯。注意到呢，我们通常呢都是搭配的是过去的时间，比方说呢，像是昨天 yesterday。The day before yesterday 前天，或者是呢像是上周 last week。2 years ago 2年前，这些过去的时间。比方说呢，像我3个月前电影一上映呢，我就去看了最新的复仇者电影。I went to the movies 3 months ago. I went to the movie 3 months ago. 看电影呢是发生在3个月前这个时间点，而且呢已经结束了，我当下就看完了，现在呢没有再看。那这个时候呢，我们就要使用的是过去简单式咯。使用过去简单式的时候呢，记得我们动词呢也要随着变化啦。规则变化呢，就是呢我们在一般动词后面再加上 ed 咯。例如呢 talked OK 说过话，或者是呢 loved 我有爱过他，我们再在后面加上 ed。如果呢动词结尾是 e 的，那我们呢当然就是直接加上 d 咯。比方说像是 share 分享，我们就在后面加上 d shared。那如果呢是子音加上 y 该怎么变化呢？我们呢就把 y 去掉，再加上 ied 就可以咯。例如呢 study 我们呢就变成 studied OK studied。当然呢还有一些不规则的变化，大家就要记起来咯。但是呢有一个我们一定要介绍的，就是我们的助动词 do 和 does 的过去式 did。在过去简单式的问句呢，这个是一定要知道了。句型呢，就是我们用 did 加上主词，再加上原形动词。Did you go to the movies yesterday? 你昨天有去看电影吗 ？Did you go to the movies yesterday? 想必呢是还没有哦。I didn't go to the movies yesterday. 我昨天没有去看电影。I didn't go to the movies yesterday. 昨天没有去看电影。说到这里呢，我这个雷神呢可不是叫假的，现在呢一定就要来雷你一下哦。跟你说那个电影最后哇超帅的啦。
All right, so let's get back to our dialogue now. We were just asking a few important questions to Nathan to make sure that his letter is ready to send. He made sure that the letter is in an envelope, and then his friend Olivia also asked him, did you seal it? Did you close the envelope to make sure things don't fall out while it's going by mail? Nathan replies and says, yes, it's in there. And I sealed it. Wow, he's already on top of this situation. Good for him. So the letter's in the envelope. It's sealed. It's closed. And then he asks a question to Olivia. I'm not sure I would know the answer to this, but he asks, can this letter get there by the end of tomorrow? So he wants to make sure that the letter will get there quickly. And he's hoping that it can get there by the end of tomorrow. So we can imagine if this is Monday, for example, he wants to make sure it can get there by tomorrow, Tuesday evening. He wants to make sure the letter will get there in just over a day. That seems a little bit fast to me.
Yeah, it is very fast. 所以这边呢 Nathan 已经封好了，他就问了，这封信明天前到得了吗？我们看到 get to 后面加地点的用法，或者是呢我们可以在 get to 后面直接加上地方副词，代表的是抵达某地。那文章里面用的是 Can this letter get there by the end of tomorrow?Get 后面加的是地方副词 there。 那记得咯，如果是 get home 回到家，我们中间是不需要 to 这个字的。 What time did you get home last night? 你昨天晚上几点回到家呢？注意哦，是 get home 就可以了。那如果我们是要加上 to 再加地方，有什么样的例子呢？我们可以说啊 I got to the office at 10:30 this morning.I was late. 今天早上呢，我10点半到办公室，我迟到了。Get to the office. 这边就需要介系词 to. Okay, let's get back to the conversation.
All right, so Olivia has an answer to the question. She says sure or yes. Yes, the letter will get there by the end of tomorrow. If it's something that you're saying yes to or you're giving a positive, confident answer, you can say sure. All right, so she says sure, yes. And then she says if you want that, put it into the red mailbox. So if you want that meaning the letter getting there by the end of tomorrow. If you want the letter to go quickly, in other words, put it into the red mailbox. Yeah, that's right. Here they usually have the red and the green sitting next to each other, right? On the street, maybe in front of a post office or somewhere. And the red, I believe, is like airmail or express mail. It's a little bit faster. But as Olivia very carefully and truthfully points out, you'll need to put more stamps on it, though. She says it's more expensive. Stamps are basically that kind of money that you stick on the envelope that shows that you've paid for it to go through the post, to go by mail. And the more you put on, or the more high value you put on, the faster it will go, but the more it will cost, and it could become a little bit expensive. Probably not for sending a letter in Taiwan, but if you're sending a big package to another country far away, it could be quite expensive. And expensive is another fabulous word power word. It's spelled E-X-P-E-N-S-I-V-E. E-X-P-E-N-S-I-V-E. Expensive means it costs a lot of money. It's gonna really take a lot of money out of your pocket or your bank or something like that. Fancy things are expensive. Difficult things can be expensive. Big things can be expensive. Or really little things like diamonds can be expensive. The opposite, of course, is cheap. C-H-E-A-P. So if you want a holiday in France and you're going to be staying in castles, it will be a very expensive holiday. If you want to stay at a cheap hotel in Kending, then it won't cost you as much. It won't be so expensive. For example, this dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it. This dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it, but you know what? It was worth it because I look fantastic in this dress.
Cool. Expensive 这个形容词呢是昂贵的，那它的相反字就是便宜的 cheap。这两个形容词啊都只能直接形容东西哦，不形容价格。接下来呢，例句说到啊，这件洋装好贵，我花了新台币2万元买它的。那回到文章呢 Olivia 说到啊 If you want that, That 指的是让信件在明天之前抵达这件事情。你要把信投到红色的邮筒里面，不过你需要贴上更多的 stamps 邮票，因为比较贵 because it's more expensive.All
right, back to the article. Nathan says, okay, and then he says, I'll buy more at the convenience store. So obviously, maybe he has a few stamps with him, but it's not enough to pay for the express or the really fast delivery. We get that idea because he says, I'll buy more stamps at the convenience store. And here we have this long word. Actually, it's two words. One long, one not too long. Convenience and store, convenience store. Convenience, the first one, C-O-N-V-E-N-I-E-N-C-E, convenience, and store, S-T-O-R-E. A store is a place where you go to buy things, of course. A convenience store is a place where you go to buy things, and the idea is that they are easy to find. There's one on almost every corner, and they're open for very long hours every day, maybe even 24 hours. They're always open, so you can always go there. It's a very convenient place to go. It's very easy to get to. It's very easy to find open, and they have lots of things you need. When I say 7-Eleven, when I say High Life, when I say Family Mart, you're thinking of convenience stores. Taiwan, I think, has more convenience stores per person than any country in the world. We love them, and I have to say, I didn't actually know you could buy stamps at the convenience store.
Yes,
just because
I
don't buy a lot of stamps. But of course, you can buy train tickets there. You can buy concert tickets there. You can do tons of stuff there. So it's actually no surprise that you can buy stamps at a convenience store. You can call them that, or you can just call them the 7-Eleven, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I mean. For example, our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven. Our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven, a loyal customer.
Convenience store 就是便利商店啦。那我们用到的这个 convenience 字尾 ce 结尾的，它是一个名词。如果是形容词的话呢，我们用的是 convenient。但是在便利商店里头呢，你要用的是名词 convenience。那例句说到呢，我们家离很多便利商店都很近，但我都是去 7-Eleven。So Nathan has to buy more stamps in the convenience store.
Yes.
Nathan 需要到便利商店里买更多的邮票。But why does he need more stamps?
Well, most of you have figured it out by now, but Olivia explains the green mailbox is for regular mail, but the red mailbox is for prompt delivery mail. All right, regular mail is slightly slower, but that's fine if you're sending something that's not too important, or if you're sending it very early. But the red mailbox, she says, is for prompt delivery mail. Prompt basically is kind of like quick. All right, they're going to do it as quickly as possible. So, of course, you have to pay a little bit more.
所以呢，绿邮筒是给 regular mail 普通邮件使用的。那红色的邮筒呢，则是给 prompt delivery mail 限时邮件使用的。Olivia can totally work as a postal worker. The explanation is so clear.Absolutely.
She really knows the system very well. Maybe she sends a lot of things by mail. I guess if you're the kind of person who sells things online, right, you might know a lot about mail because you're sending products to people or things like that. Or maybe she just has lots of friends and she likes to send them gifts and postcards and things like that. All right, so there you go. Hopefully, we've gotten Nathan's letter successfully in the mail. There may be a few other steps, but I think it'll get there eventually, and I'm sure his cousin in Tainan will be very happy and excited to open a letter and find old pictures in there. I like opening mail, but all the mail I get these days is just bills saying I owe money to pay people.
Nobody sent you any sweet cards?
No. Yeah. Email maybe. Maybe a Facebook message.
All right.
But not in the mail. Anyways, it's time for us to go to our review time.
Wait for it. It's review time. 复习时间到喽。
All right, here we are with our review. Let's check out the new words that we learned today. We had 4. Do you remember them? Well, if you didn't, it's too late now because it's time for us to play a quick true or false game. I'm going to ask Elsie some questions about some of the words that we learned, and she's just going to give me a true or false answer. For example, if we're talking about a cousin, this is a person you are not related to. It's just a person you met randomly.
False.
False. Okay, that would be
Because that's your cousin. 你的堂兄弟表姐妹 You must know the person, right? Okay, what about, do we put stamps on our mails if we want to mail them?
Do we put stamps on our mail if we want to mail? Well, yes. If you want it to get there, you should put a stamp on. If you want it just to be lost or sent back to you, don't put a stamp on. You have to put a stamp on, absolutely. And let's see, we're going to talk about the word expensive. If I said LV bag to you, would you think expensive or not?
Of course, it is very expensive.
They're quite expensive. And the opposite, what would be the opposite?
Cheap.
Cheap. I don't think LV bags are cheap.
But
if you know where to get an LV bag cheap, let us know. Maybe at your local convenience store or something like that. Anyways, that's it for us, guys. We're going to see you tomorrow with more about sending things in the mail. So please come back and join us for that. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Sending letters and packages.
Welcome to Picture Dictionary.
Today, we're going to talk about some words you can see when you send letters and packages.
That sounds really interesting.
It sure does. Don't you just love learning English words?
Right now, please pay attention and read the words and sentences as loudly as you can. Are you ready?
Yes, I am. Let's get started and have fun.
Envelope, stamp, express mail, prompt delivery mail, regular mail, package, scale, mail carrier, mailbox.
Is this your first time sending a letter?
Yes. I'm sending this letter and some old photos to my cousin in Tainan.
It's easy. Is the paper in an envelope? Did you seal the envelope?
Yes. It's in there and I sealed it. Can this letter get there by the end of tomorrow?
Sure. If you want that, put it into the red mailbox. You'll need to put more stamps on it, though. It's more expensive.
Okay. I'll buy more at the convenience store.
The green mailbox is for regular mail, but the red mailbox is for prompt delivery mail.
Send, 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 sent, sent. My sister lives in the U.S., and she sometimes sends us postcards. My sister lives in the U.S., and she sometimes sends us postcards. Cousin, cousin. I love visiting my uncle's house. That way, I can play with my cousins. I love visiting my uncle's house. That way, I can play with my cousins. Expensive, expensive. This dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it. This dress is expensive. I spent 20,000 NT dollars on it. Convenience store, convenience store. Our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven. Our house is near lots of convenience stores, but I always go to 7-Eleven.